If I can have everybody's attention, please, real quick while the band is setting up. Some of you know me, some of you don't. My name is Doobie Boyer. I am the president of the Band Boosters at the high school, and of course, I'm very excited about these guys. I was very excited about the numbers that we have in the middle school bands. That's a lot of people that are going to be coming up to the high school, and next year and in a few years, and we're just really excited to see it grow. This program has grown so much. But we have a lot of support, and what I see out here right now is a sea of people who support these kids, and I appreciate that. What we really want to see is everybody join the Band Boosters. If you're here, you're a part of it because you support your kids already. So let me tell you a little bit about what we've been doing. Of course, we meet once a month. We discuss what we're going to be doing for the kids coming up, what kind of plans we have, how we want to grow, the things that we want to be able to provide them. Recently, one of the things that we have been focusing on is we want to get the band new uniforms. Everybody has seen the uniforms we've had. We've had them for about 10 years now, and they've run just about their lifespan, so we want to start upgrading those, and we wanted to purchase an ice machine. And then there's a couple of other things. We need storage for the band and things like that. So I'm not up here to pass a plate or anything. I know we're in church and that's what everybody kind of expects, but I'm not doing that. But I do want you guys to join the Band Boosters and consider that. I want to tell you about our most recent fundraiser we had. So the other night, Friday night, we had a rockathon. I don't know if anybody in here has ever participated in a rockathon, but it's exactly what it sounds like. Rocking all night long for 12 hours from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. with a bunch of kids who don't want to go to sleep, and some that do. But we had a blast. We had, I think at our peak, we had about 20 people show up. We'd love to see that number grow next year when we do this again. But I wanted to give a little bit of information. So with our rockathon, we were able to raise enough to purchase a new ice machine for the band room, which was $2,000, guys. Give them a round of applause. Everybody got some gifts and they had a blast. We played a lot of games. There's a lot of music, a lot of noise, and a lot of loud movies and just everything going on night long. We had a really good time. But we had said that we wanted to be able to give a big gift to the top donor, and so we are very excited. Our top donor is actually sitting right over here behind me. She was able to raise $536, and that goes to Abby Connor. I love Abby, y'all. She's one of my favorites. So we're super excited about that. So top prize, what does top prize get? This year we decided to do top prize. We're going to cover her band fees for the next year, and she's also going to receive $50. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Hickman, but I'm taking note of the faces that are in here. So I look forward to seeing a lot of you at the upcoming Band Booster meetings, okay? Our next one's in January. We're taking a month off in December because of all the stuff we got going on, but I'll see you guys in January.
All right, again, thank you so much. Welcome to our high school portion of our Sounds of This Evening concert. We're extremely excited. We've been working on this music for quite some time, and so I know that the kids are excited to present this to you. We have some really cool pieces, not just traditional Christmas music this year, and I promised everyone that I'm not going to talk forever, so we're just going to play a lot of music. And so I'm really, really pumped about this. So we're going to open our concert with a little lyrical piece, and we have a surprise at the end of this, and let's see if you can see what it is. Here is In the Bleak Midwinter. we just played, that was called Adventum. I think, that was my bad, Jerry, I think I messed that up. That was Adventum. That's a piece that, it never fails. It has to make its way into this concert, no matter what. It's kind of like, you know, that other song that we won't name. It always makes its way on my podium to play, no matter what. Even though we are going to play another Bill Carroll, because that's the one I wanted to play, but we had to put this one in the program as well. So our next piece is a really fun piece. You can really hear some cool Christmas tunes within this. So I hope you enjoy Cowboy Christmas. them just 1 second and me a couple. That was my second Bell Carol that I really enjoyed, and I just couldn't not play it, so we had to compromise a little bit, and so that's when we played it at this one as well. Our next piece, and I told you I wasn't going to talk a lot. Like Ms. Decker said, you're here to listen to them, not me talk, and I could talk for a long time. We know, they know. So we're going to continue. This is Christmas Can Can. just want to take just a moment. We're almost finished with our portion. If you had a solo tonight, will you stand up, please, and be recognized? They're going to soak you in as much as they can. It takes a lot to play a solo in front of a big crowd, and so I thought everybody did a wonderful job with that tonight. But I do want to take just a moment to thank several people. First off, parents, thank you so much for allowing me to work with your students. We have a very great, talented group of musicians up here on the stage that they've went above and beyond what I could expect, because once football season's over with, we don't have a lot of time to prep this to come into the concert, and so they're always excited to get everything out. I mean, they're already pulling Christmas music out before the season ended, so we could go ahead and get a jump on it. So again, thank you so much for allowing me to work with them. I'd like to thank our administration, Mr. Kruger, Ms. Moore, for supporting us and allowing us to do what we do. And there is never a time that we just can't be us and go out and do music. And anything that comes up, hey, the band, we want to go play this, let's figure it out. So you can go and do it. So thank you so much. It's awesome to have an administration like that. I want to thank, we have several teachers who come tonight, and the kids will love to see you here. So thank you all so much for coming and watching your students perform. I know they get a kick out of it. I'd like to thank Mr. Dennis. I don't know if I'm ever going to forget your performance today. Thank you so much for coming and working with the group as well. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people. Boosters, thank you so much. Again, Mr. Digby come up here and said, you're all part of the Booster Club, and our whole goal is really just to support these kids and really allow them to do whatever they want to do musically. We have a lot of things coming up. We have All-State, we have a bunch of honor bands coming up, and we try our best to let them do this without any cost to them, because that's what we're here for, is to help them grow musically. And so, again, thank you so much for your support. Students, thank you for all that you've done to get where we are today. So we have one more piece to do, and whenever I was programming this concert, I looked at last year to see how many pieces that we played, and I had about 6 or 7 pieces that we had picked out. And I was like, we can't end on 6 or 7. So we had to add one more piece. So look, they asked me to do it. I told them my instrument somewhere. There it is. That's all I could think of. They always joke that I'm doing it on purpose, and for some reason, I'm not. And throughout the season, I would say something, they're like, did y'all hear that? Mr. Hickman did it on purpose. I was like, no, there were truly 6 or 7 of the things we were talking about. I don't know how other way to say that. So anyway, that was for y'all. You're welcome. This is a piece, again, that always makes its way no matter what. No matter if I hide it or whatever, it's always got to be in this program. Again, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We're going to close our program with the Polar Express. guys. Blue guys, again, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. How about another hand for our middle school bands? They did an outstanding job today. I'm so excited what we have coming up in the future for this program. Again, thank you for coming out. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.